Hey guys, how's it going? Today's TheTechDaily, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 5 favorite games for the Palm Tree that are actually free applications. And so you guys know that there's not many applications for the WebOS devices like the Palm Tree and Palm Pixi, but I have found a few free ones that I actually like, and so let's go ahead and get straight on into this. So the first app is called Blocked Traffic Free, which again, all these applications are free, so you can go to the App Store and download them, try them out, and see if you like them. And this, just like many other applications just like this, basically the objective of the game is to get the car through this hole by moving the other cars around, and it's basically just a puzzle game. So you just move the cars around, make them fit how they go and stuff like that. So I've actually been playing this game a lot so far, but definitely it is a fun game, and especially because it's free, obviously. That's one reason, of course, that I downloaded it automatically. And so, as you guys can see, so you just move the cars around. The object of the game is to get the red car through there. So over here it shows your games, your moves, and how many minutes you've actually been doing it for. And then down here you have some options where you can reset the game back to how it goes. Then you can click on this and you can go to the other levels of the game. You can click on this, and this will actually change basically the cars and shape colors. If you want cars, you can get wood, you can get all these different designs, just depends on what you actually like. Then you can click over here, and this actually shows the game positions, what you want to play: easy, hard, medium, expert, and it shows which levels you've actually passed on which difficulty. So then you can go back, and then here's the last option, and this is basically just to buy the full version, which I actually haven't bought because this so far, there's not a lot of levels, but it is still fun. You can play it. There's like, I'm not even sure, I think there's just a few levels, but the full version does come with many more levels. But this is definitely a great application. It's free, so definitely go download it, try it out, and see if you like it. So there we go. Let's go to the next application on the list, and this is actually called Bubbles Free. So this again is on many devices, and this is actually another one of my favorite games, definitely because again it's free. And the object of this game is basically just to pop the bubbles, and the more that there are together the same color, you have to actually have at least 3 of them touching each other. Like you guys can see, there's 3 yellow ones here, so you can click on them, and that'll actually go. And then you guys can see there's a lot of green ones here, and it shows you how many points you're going to be getting. And basically the more colors that you have next to each other, like the more green ones you have next to each other, the more points you get. So there we go again. Like if there's 2, you can click on that. There just has to be some that are the same next to each other. If there's like 1 green down here, it doesn't let you click on that because it has to be touching another one. It only lets you touch the colors that actually at least 2 of them or more are touching. And so you guys can see there's a big block of orange ones here, so I can get 42 points from that. And you guys can see it's a simple game, yet it is addictive and fun because you like playing over and over. And it is kind of trivia. You don't want to just go and start clicking random buttons because you want to see how to like move this one over here so these colors will touch each other so you can get more points and like that. And so you guys can see it's really simple, and basically the game ends when you can't connect anymore, or when you just take all of them out. So you guys can see all the colors were separated, so I couldn't click any of them more. They were all just single by themselves, and that shows you basically the last game score, which was 218 points, then the games I've played, the average score, and then the high score. And then over here you can change the bubble size to small or large, and I just keep it on large because small is way too small for my fingers. And then on the variant you can change that to normal, continuous, shifter, or super shifter, and then again you guys can see start new game. And like many other applications, you guys can see there are advertisements up here because I guess that's the only way these companies can make some money since they're giving them free. And again, this app also has a full paid version. So let's move on to the third application, and this is actually OrbLand Demo. And again, this is just like Labyrinth for the iPhone and other Android devices and stuff like that. So this game is just a copy of that, and it's definitely a fun game. I love this game. I had it on my iPhone, and now they have the same one, and it is free yet again. So this is the main menu. You guys can see we have 4 options: start game, select level, settings, and info. If you go into settings, you guys can see you can put on the sound effects, the vibration. Then you can actually click on what you want it to do. Easy basically lets you like move around a lot, like less. Like the more you move, it only moves a little, so it's easier to play. And then realistic actually moves like every little bit you move your device. That's how actually the ball moves. So that's the way I like playing. So I keep it on realistic. And then over here you can just calibrate it, which means you want to keep it basically flat on the ground, calibrate it so it's like still, and then the way you move your device, that's the way the ball is going to move. So we can go back, then you can go to select level, and you guys can see there's only 9 levels just because this is the free version, so they're not going to give you unlimited. And you have to actually beat the levels before you can move on. So you guys can see if I try to go to the next level, it says you're too fast, you have to complete this level before going to the next one. So now let's do some quick gameplay. Let's just click on start game. And so you guys can see the object of the game is just basically to get this marble that's moving around right here to the hole on the other side, and this is what happens if you lose. If you want to play again or you surrender, I'm just going to go try again. And so you're going to try to get that ball to that hole without falling into any of these holes. So you just have to actually be very careful. This is kind of a concentrating game. Just going to try again. Not the greatest at this, as you guys can see, but this definitely is one of my favorite games. I love this application on all my devices that I've had. I've always had this application, and it's just really fun. So let me try to at least beat this level. Gotta concentrate a little now. Basically, you just want to move a little. You don't want to really try to rush anything. Can I get it? Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see it falls down the hole, and the little sound comes saying you won, you saved the orb. So you just continue the next level. And now this is level 7. You guys can see it gets a little trickier with holes more randomly placed, so it's kind of hard to get through. And so that is OrbLand. So now moving on to the 4th application, which is actually Snake. So you guys should have all heard of this game. This is a PC game, a Mac game. They have these on they have these games on all phones. They have them on the internet. This is a fun game. I love this game playing. And you guys can see it's a really simplistic game. You can see the options here: new game, high scores, instructions, and continue game. But since I haven't been playing the game, it doesn't give me the option to actually continue the game since I never paused. Either I won or lost. So you can click on new game. And you guys can see it's really simplistic. You just slide the direction you want to go. And the object of the game is basically just to collect these balls. And the more you collect, the bigger the snake actually gets, and the more points you get. So I was actually surprised because usually in the other forms of snake, just like this game, when you hit a wall, you actually would die. But this game actually lets you go through the wall. And the only way you can die is if you crash into yourself, which I'll show you right here. Well, actually, I'm a little too small to crash into myself, but as you collect more and more, you get taller, longer and stuff like that. So it's easier to crash into yourself, and that's actually the only way to die. So I don't know if some people might like that because now the game actually is a lot easier since you can crash into the wall, and the only option to die is if you crash into yourself. So it does make the game a lot easier, as I would think. And that could be a good thing for some people if you guys have a hard time playing these games, or it could be a bad thing just because now it is kind of too easy just for the gameplay. It only starts getting hard when you get your snake super big, which actually takes quite a while. Every single game you want to do that. But this game definitely is fun. Again, it's free, so go ahead and download it. It's just some great applications to play when you're a little bit bored and have nothing else to do. It's free, so just might as well keep it on your device. So I'm going to try to crash into myself so you guys can see how to actually die. But let me get some more so I can be a little bit longer. And there we go. So you guys can see I crashed into myself. And that's really the only bit to die. It's a lot easier just because you can't crash into the walls, as I said before. So the game type's really fun. I play this definitely a lot of the times when I'm just sitting around. And now you guys can see it says game over. So I can just type in my name, and then you can click it to add scores. You can go back and start a new game, and you can go back to the main menu. So now for the last application, number 5, is the Helpicopter Game. And again, this originated from the computer. This is an online game, and this is also on many devices. All these applications actually were on the iPhone too. So I've actually played all of them, but now they're just a little different just because they're different developers. But basically all the game type is exactly the same. So again, you guys can see it says tap to start, tap and hold to go up, and release to go down. So there we go. We're just going to be holding onto the screen, and basically the object of the game is just to get as far as you can without crashing into anything. And this again is a really fun game. It does get addicting because you want to just try over and over to beat your previous score. And there you go, I died. And at the bottom, if you guys can see, it shows your distance, how far you're going. I don't know, it's really small handwriting, so it's kind of hard to see. And over here it says your best, and that's actually my best score, which is 576. So again, there's really no menu, no instructions for this game, and that is basically all that you do. So there you guys go. Those are my top 5 free applications on the Palm Pre. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.